Hello everyone, it's the Doctor. Welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. This is the last mission in the Klingon War that was updated in the revamp of Season 8. This is past Imperfect. We are picking up right... We are picking up right where we left off after City on the Edge of Never. We are still on the planet, and we have to pick up past Imperfect so that we can start the next mission. I've spoken with Starfleet Intelligence. Listen carefully. You are to use the Guardian portal to follow Bhavat wherever or whenever he went. Find him and stop him from altering the past. Stop the Klingons, save Moral Paris, and restore the timeline. So now that we're here, we can use the portal. I'm real interested to see what they've changed in this mission, too. Okay, Admiral, it looks like the Guardian of Forever took us back to our ship, and, sir, I don't believe this. Our chronometers show that we've been transported to the year 2270. Sir, this is strange. It appears that the history files in our computer have been altered. According to the computer, this is the point in time in which the USS Enterprise and all aboard her are lost. This defeat sparked a series of events that led to the downfall of the United Federation of Planets. That's all wrong, Admiral. Looks like Bhavat is changing history already. I'm detecting a Klingon raptor from our time, the USS IKS Warvig. And I'm reading Lieutenant Paris's comm signal. She's on board. The Warvig is attacking the Enterprise. We need to stop her. Contamination from our time cannot be allowed to change the past. Sir, the Enterprise is hailing us, putting it through now.
Unknown ship. This is the USS Enterprise. Please respond.
This is new. So in the past, we just had the voice, and that is Leonard Nimoy voicing that. But we didn't have a face to go with it, and this is really cool. This is nice. Nice addition. Admiral, I'm transmitting a text-only message to let them know we are friendly and here to help. The less interaction we have with them, the less chance we have of altering the timeline ourselves. Assist the Enterprise, which is nowhere to be found. Ah, there we go.
Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
And they've escaped. Hello, Enterprise. That is a tiny ship compared to my ship. I was trying to get I want to get a side-by-side shot of our ships. We're too close to this planet's atmosphere. Come on, why are you way over here? You're doing weird things, Enterprise. I think I defeated it too fast. Or I saved it too fast. Sir, the Enterprise is hailing us again, putting it through now.
Unknown vessel, this is Commander Spock of the USS Enterprise. Thank you for your assistance.
Admiral, Mr. Spock is asking us to identify ourselves. I recommend we do not respond. All contact we have with anyone in this time period would be considered a violation of the Temporal Prime Directive. We should concentrate on finding Lieutenant Paris and correcting the damage that the Klingons have done to the timeline. The Warvig warped to a nearby system. I can get a lock on her signature, and we should be able to follow it. Alright, let's do it. Captain, I have a lock on the Warvig and Lieutenant Paris' signal. The Warvig has some new friends. We should be prepared to defend ourselves. No problem, and I can cloak. You can't see me.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Scan for the Warvig. There it is.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Oh, that was easy. Alright, so far this has all been the same. Nothing really changed here. Gosh, it's almost destroyed. I got it down at 3%. Beam aboard, and let's see what's changed here. Oh, it looks the same. This is all the same. Nothing's changed here.
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
They've added flyouts. That's new, of course, for the dialogue.
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
It's all the same. The bridge should be over here.
Enemy targets on sensor.
And here's the captain, Captain Bavatz. Speak to Bavatz. What is he doing? Captain. You're insane. Where are you going?
Personal shield losing power.
That was a little weird. Yep, I am not your enemy, Admiral. Ask me what you will. Of course, you can ask, what do you know about why you're here? What do you know about Admiral Paris? She's a Kuvik Maw. We walk on her footsteps. Tell me about the Kuvik Maw. Some will call her a savior. Nothing really different here. I'm just looking for changes. Yeah. Okay. Nothing really different there. That's all the same. I mean, you go lower the force field. This mission really hasn't changed so far. Now we have Bavats. Okay, and he's dealt with. Now we will rescue Morel Paris and speak to her. I don't appreciate being held captive, but I can help the Klingons. I will gladly do so. Think about it this way, Admiral. If we can find peace here, there is hope for the future. Did they harm you? No, but the Klingons of this time have the genetic samples they need from me, and I am more than ready to get back to our time. Thank you, Admiral. I won't forget what you did today. One to beam up. That's all the same. Okay. Captain Navat and his crew are transporting off of the War Vig, but we can't leave the ship here. Its technology is far too advanced. I suggest we return to our ship and destroy the War Vig. Okay. Let's do that then. Fire!
Warning, ship is under attack.
Warp to the gateway system. Okay. Easy peasy. Sir, the Guardian has opened a portal, but there are Klingon ships blocking the way. The Klingons are helling us, Captain. The Kuvik and that lovely ship of yours are staying here. We'll have a grand time dissecting both of them. Surrender now. Yeah, you stand no chance. Just no chance.
Ship is under attack.
I'm in a dreadnought. A dreadnought.
Target's shield has failed.
Dreadnought from the future. No less.
Target's shield has failed. Target's shield has failed.
Nice. I really want to get a side shot with the Enterprise. I'm going to try to pull along beside it. The Enterprise is helling us again. Commander Spock says that they can assist us. He has deduced that we came through a portal opened by the Guardian of Forever, and he wishes to speak with you.
I am not unfamiliar with time travel, Captain. We will endeavor to engage the Klingons until you can escape. Live long and prosper.
Well, I think we just did that. Oh, now where are you going? Come back here. Gosh, it's going fast. What is he doing? I want to get right up beside him. I'm going to attempt this. My flying skills are terrible. Wow, look how tiny it is. I know we're not at the same level, but wow. That ship is tiny compared to this one. See if I can back it up and get closer to it on the same plane here. Even my shuttles are big for it. Look at that. It's the size of one of my nacelles. That is an awesome shot right there. Look at that. Look at that. There you go, folks. It's the best I can do. Isn't that sweet? Wow. Okay. Let's go. See you later, Spock. Any day now. Wow, okay, this is a long load time. There we go. Speak to the Guardian.
Time has resumed its shape. All is as it was before. Farewell.
And it's over just like that. Incoming message. Congratulations on a job well done. Admiral Lieutenant Paris will return to duty and you have ended the threat to the Federation. Oh, that's the old ESD. They might have to update this mission yet again. Because that background is Quinn's old office in the old ESD, which is no longer relevant. Haha. But we do have some questions. Time travel is not a routine mission, we know, you know. Don't be surprised if you get a visit from the Department of Temporal Investigations. Of course, we never do. But wouldn't it be cool if, like, you had to, like, go see this secret contact and it was one of the agents and they asked you a bunch of questions? It'd be neat if they actually followed up on that, but they never did. Never ever. So there we go, past imperfect and now complete, and I did not see anything about that was new or different, except for the flyout menus and maybe the you know, this on-screen thing here that they put for the hailing thing. Other than that, I really didn't notice any differences, so I guess that one just didn't get much of a update. But this mission is good if you're a new player and you're just playing. Past Imperfect is a good mission to replay because it has some really good things, like the efficient impulse engine. When you have your whatever level starship you have at this point when you're playing this mission, this is a really good impulse engine to use during, in fact, during the entire level up of your character. You can go back and replay this mission at each rank and get the newer version of it. But this is a really good impulse engine to use as you're leveling up, because it does it gives you more shield power. It also gives you auxiliary power and a better turn rate, and weapon power perhaps even also. Anyway, it's a good impulse engine to use. Paratronic shield is a good shield to use. It has a very high shield capacity at that level of the game for when you're playing. It's, I think, better than covariant. So it's got a low regeneration, but it's got a high capacity, so it's good for cruisers and science ships for sure. And then, of course, you can get Plasma Disruptor Hybrid Beam Arrays and Plasma Disruptor Hybrid Dual Heavy Cannons and a Federation Type 1 Phaser for nostalgia. So there are some really good rewards in this mission for new players playing this game. Anyway, I just wanted to go over that because that's always good to replay. Alright, yeah. I have enjoyed the Season 8 revamped missions of Under the Klingon War that Cryptic has done. They are now better, I would say, than they were before. I liked the updated environments. I liked the updated textures and art. I liked the tightening of the dialogue. So now it makes more sense with the whole storyline of the game, because you want the front end of the game to match the back end of the game. They've had so many, new missions and episodes come to this game that the storyline has evolved so much, but you still want to keep the front end of the game making sense with the back end of the game. And now they've done that since they've tightened up all that dialogue. And the Klingon War, you start out in this game definitely with the Klingon War, and then by the time you get to the end of the game, the Klingon War ends. So it all makes sense and it all works out chronologically. So that's very cool. The only thing that I did not like is that a couple of the missions shortened them from how they used to be. They were shorter. The paths that you had to go, the groups of Klingons or Gorn or whatever you had to defeat, the amount of ships in space you had to defeat, the pathing was shorter. It seemed that they have shortened the missions or made them smaller or less in-depth in that way. And I did not see a need to do that. I don't think they needed to lessen the missions in any way and make them shorter. That was just kind of unnecessary on some of those missions. And they've had a history of doing this to the game, constantly speeding it up and making it faster. But I don't think that's necessary. I liked it when it's longer. I like the journey. I like playing through it and making me feel like I'm going through this long journey. And they keep shortening it and making it faster and faster. And that's unnecessary, and I think that ruins the gameplay experience when you try to make it just all sped up and you get to the end and then what's left. They need to stretch it out, not make it shorter. Anyway, that was just one personal issue I had, my personal opinion about that. I'm sure everyone else feels differently, but that's how I feel about it. But the rest of everything else they did to these missions under the Klingon War, A+. I loved it. And let's see, next we're going to do the Season 9 revamped missions, and those deal with the Borg advance and the I guess they don't have the Undine. They used to have an Undine mission storyline here, but now that's all been compressed into the Borg advanced. And they've even got new names for some of these missions, like Where Angels Fear to Tread, Gathering Darkness. But a lot of the Undine things have been squished into that Borg Advanced. So the storyline is very different. In the next episode, I'm going to go over what the storyline used to look like, and we'll talk about the mission order that it used to be, and then we'll talk about the order that it is now. And again, this all goes back to what I just said before. They're squishing things in and speeding things up. They're compressing things, making it faster, compressed, less time you have to spend doing these missions, and less missions. They've even taken missions out. They took one mission out under the Klingon War. It was called War is Good for Business. It was an entire mission that they just took out. No longer there. And I think they've kind of done the same with some of the Borg and Undine missions in Season 9. They took out some stuff, and I don't think that needed to be done. We need less taking out and more putting in. Anyway, we'll go over that when we do the Season 9 stuff, and we'll do that in the next episode. So thank you all for watching the Season 8 revamp, and stay tuned. Season 9 revamp will follow. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next.